What is your name and where are you from?
You want to start us off, Jonah?
Sure. I'm Jonah. Um, I'm from the Upper West Side of Manhattan.
My name's Elon. I'm from Long Island, 5 pounds, represent.
I'm Sam. I'm from Lower East Side of Manhattan.
All right, now what is the main difference between Manhattan and the other boroughs?
I'll start that one off.
Okay.
I think what sets Manhattan apart is that, I mean, it all started here, you know? Like,
Yeah.
since the beginning of New York,
Uh-huh.
this has been the center of whether it be trade, industry, all these things. So kind of it's just like everything you can think of is just condensed onto this small island. And then like the other boroughs, they have things too. But I feel like they're more centered on like residential and like they're just like more spacious.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space for people to live.
Uh-huh.
In Manhattan where it's all going down.
I think it's just like the best.
Yeah.
Manhattan is the best, you mean?
Top,
Yeah.
top
Yeah.
tier vibes.
Yeah.
Top tier.
It's just fine.
Everything's going on here.
Because I've been getting some people saying that Manhattan's not the real New York.
What? What did
They
say?
said that Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx is more like really New York. They think that Manhattan is too
They're
like
probably
touristy.
Well, I think there is a certain part of it that like Manhattan is like the tourist center, and that's where everybody goes. But if you're actually, I feel if you're actually from Manhattan, like me personally, I have a lot of pride in Manhattan, and I think that's where there's so much culture. Just like even in like downtown, mostly downtown, I think there's just so much culture.
Yeah. All right, now a lot of people are moving out of New York. Do you know anyone who's left, and where are they going?
I have a lot of people in like my community on the Upper West Side that have like slowly been moving to like Florida, especially Florida and like California. I think it's because, especially like on the Upper West Side, like a lot of it's getting it's definitely on a decline. And I think the Lower East Side's like going
It's on
up.
a steady incline.
Yeah. So at least in my community, a lot of people are leaving.
Whoa.
I don't know exactly why.
Now, Long Island. What can you tell us about Long Island? I've had you're the third guy from Long Island on these interviews so far.
In my personal opinion, Long
Yeah.
Island's pretty shitty.
Uh-huh.
It's not close to like as fun or as diverse like culture-wise. Like Manhattan is just like there's all types of people. Like you can always find your group, and yeah, Long Island just doesn't have that.
So you had to come all the way out here just to see the action.
Yeah, I mean I go to school in Upper East Side, so I have the
Oh, so you're out here all the time anyway.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if y'all weren't in New York, where would you be?
Colorado.
Is that for the skiing?
Snowboarding. Yeah. I like
Canada or Amsterdam?
Why?
Uh,
Marijuana?
most likely. Also, I've always wanted to go there.
I think like Santa Cruz, California. Because I have family there, and I visited there once, and it was just like it's like a beautiful place.
All right, let's go into tattoos.
Oh, dog. I got a little.
What does that mean to you, if anything?
What does it mean? It's
Yeah.
a little smiley face.
Does that represent your like optimism or happiness? What does it represent?
I think it's like just to be reminded of like that I should have optimism.
Anybody else?
I
Tattoos?
got none, but I really want to get a dove when I turn 18.
A dove?
A little dove.
What would that mean to you? Peace?
Peace, and it's also my Hebrew name.
Okay. What's your Hebrew name, by
Yonah.
Oh, Yonah?
Yeah.
So Jonah is basically means peace.
It means dove in Hebrew.
Oh, it means
Which
dove.
resembles peace.
Right.
Personally, I don't have any tattoos. I think if I were to get one, probably like my Hebrew name.
All right, let's get into it then.
Let's get it.
What foreign language do you speak? And say something cool in that language. It could be Hebrew.
Suka
too.
bliat. That's Russian for some bad words.
שלום, אני שמחה ואילן ויונה, אנחנו חברים מאוד,
מאוד יחד.
אני גר בלואר סייד במנהטן, ואני אוהב סקייטבורדינג מאוד מאוד.
אני רוצה ללכת לשירותים עכשיו.
עכשיו? לא.
עכשיו.
That's good. You guys are still holding on to the language and the culture.
חצי.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, New Year's Eve is coming up. What do you all got going on?
God damn.
Oh, we haven't planned anything.
We should do something.
You gonna be outside? You gonna be inside?
I want to get fucked up inside.
Yeah,
Inside.
It's getting pretty brick out here.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I have a plan to go to Miami for winter break. I don't know if it's gonna come into fruition, but
Yeah.
that's the dream.
Are we going skiing or snowboarding this break or
Skiing for New
We
Year's?
might go
Not New Year's,
winter break.
Winter break?
Which is like right before.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get out of the break. That's definitely not where you want to be.
No,
I mean,
it's worth
we
it.
prepare.
All right, now just skip any questions you don't want to answer. What is your biggest accomplishment in life?
Skip.
We dropped the.
I said that at just the right time.
I mean, we dropped a few albums. On
Did you
Spotify.
really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's a pretty big
Shout out
accomplishment.
Willie
Yeah.
Nash.
Willie
on
Nash.
Spotify.
Or Waldo. That's me. We're Willie Nash.
I have a few
Or
features.
coming up, we're gonna be the Beanie Boys.
What kind of music y'all make?
It's kind of like rappy, singy.
Like rappy,
it's kind of
singy
like
pop.
Indie.
Yeah.
How long y'all been doing that for?
For the past couple of years,
Yeah.
I think we've gotten a lot better recently.
What
Yeah.
platforms do you release your music on?
All of them.
Spotify?
Apple Music. Check us out.
What are y'all called again?
Willie Nash.
Willie Nash?
Willie.
Nash.
Or Waldo. Like.
Where is he?
Yeah. I used to look like Waldo, but
Not as much.
yeah.
Go straight, sure.
Now, if I were to give y'all 3 wishes, what would they be?
Eternal happiness. Money.
What does money mean?
Like be able to be comfortable without worrying about it.
So no money or
And family. Like always have my family.
So family is very important to you.
Damn, you didn't even wish for your triplet, bro?
Bro, I don't need a wish for that. I got it.
Yeah. 3 wishes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to skip that one for right now.
no more anxiety. Fucking. I guess unlimited money is kind of like a clear. I would say unlimited money, but I kind of like the feeling of earning money is just like
There's nothing better.
yeah, it's just
It's better when you earn it than when it's given to you.
yeah, just being happy.
All right. So you got similar values.
Yeah.
Peer pressure. What did that mean to you? How did you deal with it growing up?
Peer pressure, what does that mean?
I started smoking weed.
So you were talked into it?
I know
mean,
I was.
You were
The
talked
first-
into it?
So the first time I ever like smoked was like a vape, and that I was absolutely talked into. Weed was more my choice, but like the beginning started from it. But like at this
think-
point, like
So vape is the gateway drug for you.
I guess.
Ooh, can I add one more to my wish?
Yeah, go ahead.
No more like addiction, and like to just be able to enjoy things and not feel attached to them.
Stop whenever you want. Right?
Yeah.
I think on the what was that?
Peer
right,
pressure.
Peer pressure. I think so. There's definitely the negative of peer pressure. I know the first time I smoked weed, I didn't want to do it. I was with my friend. He's like, "Nah, you're doing it." I did it. It wasn't fun. Didn't do it for a really long time after that, like a year almost. And then like the next time I did it myself, and like once you do it yourself, I think that's better. But I also think there's some positives to peer pressure. Like we've been skating all day today, and we were trying to ollie that four stair over there earlier. He couldn't get. We both had gotten it. He was struggling to get it. We just had to be like, "Yo, like you got this. Hype it up. Just send it." And then like he got it. So I think there's definitely I think the usual connotation is negative, but there's certainly some positives to peer pressure.
So y'all can motivate each other through peer
Exactly.
pressure.
Yeah.
That's good. What have been some game changers in your life? Anything happened to make you live your life a little bit differently?
We like drugs definitely change who you are as a person, and I think that
For the better or for the worse?
it's varied, man.
It can go both
It
ways.
could go both. I think there's two sides to everything. Like
Depends on what place you are, like with yourself at that moment in your life.
Personally, for me, so this past June, I graduated high school, and obviously it being coronavirus, it was really strange. The last few months of school just were online, and then we had this Zoom it was in person, but like this spaced out graduation in a parking lot, and it kind of just felt like there was a lack of closure. And then I started college this September, and like the lack of closure of that, and then college starting, just like one day I have to go in a Zoom class with a teacher I've never met with 200 kids in it, that really like has taken a toll. I've struggled with that a lot, and it's really it's made me enjoy like other parts of my life a lot more. Like it got me into skateboarding. Like I needed something to express my to like just like get out all my like frustrations. And honestly, I think since I've started skateboarding, I've just been a much happier person because I know when I'm down, I know my boys got me, and my boys got me too.
For sure. Whatever happens.
All right, now, marriage. How important is that to you?
I'm 17 years old.
Yeah.
So
But I thought in the Jewish faith, 13 is the adult age, man.
That's
You
bar mitzvah, bro.
That's
over the
more
hill
of a,
already.
More of a metaphorical coming of age where you're now all the laws and rules you're obligated to follow them. But to me, marriage is certainly something I look forward to. I think like definitely not yet. Give it a few years, but I think to me it's more important first to just find that person before you think about like what you want. Because the truth is like you can't like make it happen. You kind of just have to. It kind of just happens.
Let it happen.
Yeah, let it happen.
Ditto.
So the time's right.
I agree with everything he said, but like, I feel like with marriage and like love, I feel like I gotta like learn to be comfortable with myself before I can like share
On that point.
a life with somebody else.
On that point, I throughout high school I had a semi, I guess you could say a serious relationship. You know, I mean as serious as a high school relationship could be.
shout out Rachel.
And like
that out, cut
once
that
once coronavirus hit, it kind of ended like very abruptly after that. She ended it, not me. And really just for months I really struggled with it, and then like I got myself into another relationship not that long ago, and it didn't end.
I don't know.
It didn't end. And, like it could have ended better. Whatever. So, but now that like all those things are in the rear view in the past, I think over the last few months I've really become really happy being myself. Like now that I've had realized that I can give all my energy to myself, and I feel like I'm becoming the best me I can be.
That was nice.
That was it's truth. I was really
I wanna be
Those
like-
relationships help build you
exactly.
to who you are.
Which is crazy because like at the time when it first ends, you're like, this is the worst thing ever. Like nothing. Like how am I ever gonna move on from this? But now looking back, it's like, oh no, that was good. Like it's made me
necessary.
Yeah, it's helped me
It's a building
grow.
block.
Like I'm in a relationship right now, but I don't see myself getting married until I'm at least like 28, 30. But like I really want to.
How'd you meet her, by the way, if you don't mind me
School.
Now, ancestry. There's Jewish people from all over the world. Some people from Morocco, some people from Russia, some people from Germany. How important is ancestry to you?
Not at all.
I'll start this one off. So for me, I'm from the Lower East Side, which is historically a very concentrated Jewish neighborhood. And in fact, my family, my grandfather and my great-grandparents, they lived on the Lower East Side. My grandfather grew up on the Lower East Side. And in fact, I live in the apartment that my grandfather grew up in. And to me, walking around my neighborhood and seeing all these remnants of the past, Jewish life that was there. You know, there's an apartment building in Chinatown that used to be a Jewish school that both my grandfathers went to. Like when I see that kind of stuff, it really it connects me to my past.
So it's very important. to
Yeah.
you. And when you have kids, you'll be able to tell them that story
Exactly.
as well. And maybe your kids will grow up in that apartment too. Who
Maybe, hopefully a bigger apartment, but you never know.
So I got my grandparents around, but they were like 1, 2 when they moved here from Europe. So it's like in my family and like I guess important, but I don't really like. It's gonna sound bad, but I don't really care that much.
That's fine. A
I
lot
don't
of
know.
people don't care. Some
Yeah.
people do, some people don't. Now, y'all come to this park often?
I come here pretty often.
My
I
first
stayed
time
here a
coming
lot.
in like a year.
Yeah.
What is the strangest thing you've ever seen or heard in this park? Because there's a lot of people who just run up on you in
weird
this
shit
park.
in this park?
Yeah.
I just heard a guy go "fucking dummy" out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing I think I've
I've had some weird people come up to me and just tell me their whole life story. And I'm just like, cool beans, man. Like,
Any particularly interesting stories that you want to share?
I could be making this up, but I'm
Nothing that
pretty sure
interesting.
I saw someone like standing on top of a garbage can and they just shit in the garbage can.
That's the second person that said that.
so then it
One
definitely
other person said that too.
You saw that today?
Not today.
Oh, okay.
Alright, ready for the next one?
Yes.
Sir.
What countries and states have you traveled to?
Israel, Canada.
Alright, states. I've been to California, Wisconsin, West Virginia, Virginia, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. I don't know. I mean, the only other country I've really been to is Israel as well.
Any of them stand out?
Huh?
You mentioned a lot of states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
They're
traveled.
wonderful.
I've been on a few road trips.
Me too.
Fire.
Love road trips.
Yeah. A lot of driving.
Sorry to interrupt.
Take care. No.
No worries. Have a good day.
Let's see. States first. I've been to Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut. So all the places close. Florida, Colorado, California, Washington. I can't remember.
That's
I
it?
would love to see more of the Midwest and West Coast.
I
Personally.
would love to go to the Midwest.
Any places stand out in particular?
I really want to go to Utah.
Utah.
Also skiing.
Yeah, that's a good skiing spot.
Vermont was pretty cool.
So,
Honestly, yeah,
go ahead.
I would love to see just like how the skating culture is different in California.
yeah.
Oh, there's a huge skating
Yeah,
culture over
and
there.
there's I know just like there's some crazy skate parks there that I would kill to check out. Yeah,
It's crazy.
I've been there on my skateboard though.
kind of a tease.
Such a tease.
Now, let's see, next question. What is the nicest thing someone's ever done for you?
Birds me. Like push me out.
I mean, I think my parents have provided me with a pretty good life, and I think that's probably the nicest thing anybody's really done for me.
A lot of people take that for granted, but
yeah,
you don't.
and I think it definitely took time for me to understand that, but over like again, just with everything going on, like the pandemic and everything, it left me with a lot of time to reflect and like realize what I have.
So you made good use of that time.
Yeah, I like to think so. I also wasted a lot of it, but there's some positives too.
Because a lot of people, you know, they don't realize how they could have just as easily ended up with parents who are irresponsible, negligent, exposed them to dangers, vulnerabilities. Anybody else? Nicest things? Or any nice thing? Someone help give you a ride somewhere when it was raining, anything like that?
I mean, yeah. Someone gave me this like book for my birthday. It's called the Smile Book, and it's like they fill in stuff that like I made them smile about. That was pretty
That's
nice.
nice.
Shout out Isabel.
Dating. What's the dating scene looking like out there?
It's tough titties, man.
No poon for this kid.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Oh, you already got somebody.
Yeah, I've been working on like trying. It's like one, the pandemic is tough because it's either like everybody you have to meet is like from an app or anything. Like it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
hard to like meet people, and
It's hard to let your personality show
Exactly.
through that profile.
And I'm also like not necessarily looking for something like really serious right now because again, I'm trying to focus on me.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
Yeah, as much as I want a relationship, I know that like I have to like not find who I am because I know that takes much longer than like a year or two. But
Well, it depends.
yeah, I don't know. I just like you said, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let it come to me.
Oh yeah.
Heard that searching for it is
It just it's harder on yourself because if you're looking for it, you're just gonna end up disappointing yourself.
yeah.
Dating apps. Any reviews?
He's a Tinder man.
What works? What doesn't work? What's wrong with them? What's good about
I
them?
think it's it's really hard to engage in to get into a real conversation with somebody because it's like all kind like there's just like Like this is just like the way it normally goes. Just like I don't know. It's all very like calculated, and I feel like it's just
Rudolph.
Definitely not him.
that's kind of rude.
Hey man,
Not really.
who's the
And
sexy
definitely
bum?
not Trump. He's smaller than the real sexy Santa and Rudolph.
Where?
In other words, he's only got a micro dick.
Can't argue with that.
There you go.
I don't have anything on me. I'm sorry.
Pennies, nickels, and dimes do work, guys. I'm trying to get lucky. I'm having a real bad day.
Sorry.
I actually. Oh fuck! That's literally a penny. Good luck, bro.
Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the apps. They're kind of fun sometimes, but they just stress me out, and like I don't like them that much. But I got no other options.
I have a question.
Okay.
Would you guys consider Snapchat to be a dating app?
Yeah, you can use it as one.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
I mean, I feel like Snapchat is the biggest waste of time unless you're texting like a girl
Or like your homies.
Yeah.
or your homies. Yeah,
But yeah, it can
it's
be
such
really
a waste
stupid.
of time.
Absolutely.
I think most dating apps are a waste of time. Like I've tried to use them, like in between things.
Which ones have you tried?
I tried.
It's a Yubo guy.
It actually kind of worked out.
Oh, Yubo worked out?
Nah, yo, he got catfished on Yubo.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Tell us that story, please.
It was
Oh my
I have to
god.
add that to my list of
Oh my
questions.
God.
Anyone ever been catfished?
Okay. So me and him were in Woodstock, both single, both kind
And
of
ready to
horny,
mingle.
both looking for a girl, and this girl, I matched with this girl on Yubo who's like from Woodstock and lives like 20 minutes away. And
Really
on her
good-looking
profile-
pictures?
On her profile, she has like pretty good-looking pictures. I thought. Do you think so? Do you second that opinion?
I didn't say nothing. I asked if she had a friend, and she did, and her friend was hot, and then her friend canceled.
Oh.
Yeah, but basically she showed up and
So it was a real person.
it was a real person.
Okay.
But she had posted pictures of her when she was like 2 years younger and like didn't get really large.
It was
and, like,
misleading.
it was super
Quite
misleading.
misleading.
I was not there for that.
No, that was like really bad.
I mean, we got a bunch of free weed out of
We
it.
did get free weed. They smoked us
So
out.
something good came out of it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Got to see the positive in these things.
Yeah, no doubt. Anyone else got catfish stories?
I don't think so.
That's good.
Yeah.
At least for now, right? Yeah. All right. Now, in terms of dating, what has worked and what hasn't? Is there any times that you've been like too sort of how would you say, pushy, too aggressive? Did that not work for you, or did just approaching somebody at a random place? Because there's people here who try to meet girls here.
I've tried that. It's really tough. Like I'm like I get really anxious, and like it's funny because I don't consider myself a shy guy. When it comes to that kind of stuff, I get really anxious and like I'm just not. I can't do it. But I don't know. All like in my past, the relationships I've pursued are with people that like I already knew. So there was that level of stress is kind of gone, and for the most part, I've had success with all my pursuits.
And I think girls are more comfortable with people that they've seen more than one
Yeah,
time as well.
exactly.
Because if you just seen this guy one time and he comes up to you,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like, yeah.
I don't really have an issue going up to a random person. It's like scary, but like you're never gonna see them again. So worst comes to worst, they say no, and that's that.
Yeah.
So you do think that's a acceptable approach?
I've done it a couple of times.
Really?
I did it in Central Park once.
What was the response?
There was this girl sitting in a sitting in a circle with her friends near the Great Lawn, and I was like, "Hello." It was like pretty awkward, but I was like, "Can I get your number? Like, I think you're cute." And she's like, "Sure." And then it was like, it was just that easy.
I've actually
Really?
been approached by girls in this park.
Wow, tell us about
We
that.
got approached the other day. Oh, like a month ago.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was
What
the day I
happened?
broke up with my then girlfriend.
That was quick.
So I don't know. I was pretty fucked up that night, and I was having a lot of anxiety. So whenever also the girls that came up, they weren't necessarily my type. So like it kind of just stressed me out, and I kind of froze up a little bit when they would come up to me.
Yeah, that's how the women feel when we approach
Yeah,
them like
exactly.
that, you know?
Super
Like they
stressful.
might not normally freeze up,
Yeah.
but like in that
Catches
situation.
me off guard. Yeah.
In that context.
I was interviewed by another guy on that.
Really?
Yeah. He never posted the video though. Kind of.
I'm gonna post it. No matter how bad. I mean, this is good.
Yeah,
This is a good interview.
It's chill.
Some people like, you know, they can't answer the questions. That's
Yeah.
why I said skip any questions you don't want to answer. Because a lot of people they got to think about it.
Alright.
But y'all,
Space for time. How many more questions are there?
okay. How much more time do you have?
15 more minutes.
15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, something like
All right. I'll try to move fast. Impersonations. Have you got any? Can you impersonate like a famous person or a cartoon character? Or some people they impersonate their girlfriend. Some people they impersonate whoever they're with. Like the three of you, one of you can impersonate the other one.
I don't know. It's not my strong suit.
Okay, let's skip that one then.
Oh, I don't know. It's not my strong suit.
There's an impersonation right there. Now,
I'm Yoda. I woke out last
I'm
night. We
Yoda.
were really excited about coming to the skate
I have
park.
a
And then I woke
girlfriend.
up this morning and I was like, guys, I'm tired. I don't want to come.
Fuck you, man.
But aren't you happy you came?
Yeah.
all right, next question. What is a good place to film these kinds of videos in New York?
Right here, right there.
I mean,
Literally anywhere.
yeah.
Anywhere?
I think because this is how you get like the little, you get the little like,
You get to see like everybody's
New York
personal
vibe.
story. Yeah.
But
Everybody
you know,
has-
I went to what do you call it, Rockefeller Center last
Yeah.
night, and I just didn't get a feeling that that would be a good place to just
Well, 'cause
approach
that's, like-
someone and say, "Hey, can I film you?"
Right. That's like a big like touristy spot.
Yeah.
So I feel like down here there obviously aren't going to be tourists, but I think there's
Yeah.
also a lot of New Yorkers and also fake New Yorkers that go to NYU.
And I think like a problem is like families as well. Like when you're with your
Yeah.
wife and kids, it's like you're probably not really trying to do an interview.
Yeah,
And I think Central Park has a lot of that as well. Like mothers with baby carriages.
definitely. But I'm
So-
sure if you went to like the Gray Lawn on like a nice
Oh, the
day,
Gray Lawn.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find people that'd be like, hell yeah.
I'll have to try that. Now, do y'all have any special talents other than skateboarding and what is it called, snowboarding?
Yeah, and I can jump through my leg. I can pop it real quick if you wanted to see it.
Really? All right, let's do this. You're the first one. You're the first one to take up this offer. 30 people. You're the first one.
Oh shit.
Nice, nice. So this is a first.
I mean, I can play guitar.
Yeah. You too?
Yeah.
You got any bands that you're part of?
I mean, technically.
It's more of a group.
Yeah.
So in your music that you released, guitar also is being played
Most
or no?
of the time.
Most of the
Or
time?
some of the time.
I think that if I can speak for you guys, I think their first. I think they've started like what they did for a lot of their songs is sing over beats that already existed, but they've gotten much more into actually producing the music themselves and like adding their own instruments and whatnot.
Did just make an insane
Yeah, where do you see yourselves going in the future with this music stuff?
Hopefully blowing up, you know?
Blowing up?
I would love to blow up. That's like the dream.
goal. But I think that waiting for us to blow up isn't like gonna help us blow up. I've seen people talking about like it's like an active thing to like put your shit in front of people who want to see your shit, and we gotta figure out how to do that. For sure.
All right, now where do you see yourselves 5 years from now?
5 years. Honestly,
Right here.
Right here in New York, skating
I
still.
hope to be in New York still skating, but I hope that I have a job that I enjoy doing and that I'm happy.
Amen.
And yeah, I hope that I'm just doing what I love.
I'd probably still be in like the last year of college, but I have no idea. I have no
What do you
idea.
plan on studying in college?
English or music or business. I honestly don't know.
You a big reader and writer?
I like writing a lot.
Okay, great.
Not so much reading. It's like hard for me to sit still, but
Mhm.
I like writing a lot.
All right, what kind of videos y'all watch on YouTube or any channel?
Curtis Connor,
Haha.
he's the homie.
Yeah. So like I like to watch some like reaction videos.
I love cooking
Those are
videos. Cooking
Yeah,
videos
Bon
are
Appetit.
the shit.
You ever fuck with Bon Appetit?
I'm more of a binging with Babish guy.
Yeah, valid. I
Uh,
also fuck with like skate videos. Those are always fun. I've also these days I'm more on TikTok. Honestly, it's much easier to consume that content because it's just so short and then you just keep scrolling. It's unlimited content. I've also I have a TikTok that actually just blew up. You can follow me at Sam Deutsch, SAMDEUTSCH. Trying to get those.
Anyone else want to plug their social media real quick?
Hey man. Also on TikTok, that kid Waldo,
No space.
no space. No
I got no TikTok.
No Instagram, no nothing.
Instagram.
Okay, go ahead.
Yona.Tarragon.
You can also hit up Sam_Deutsch on Instagram while you're at it.
Great. Now, how did y'all become friends?
Let's see.
I'd
We went to middle school together, but I'm a year older than them, so we didn't really know each other in middle school. And then we all went to the same high school. And then they were like the homies for a while, and then
I knew
eventually
you from summer camp, but like.
and
Not
then
really.
they
We
had
really like
there-
each other.
we're missing some other people that are part of the group. They're kind of not in the group anymore. But that so like I had a friend that like became friends with them, and then like I did a play with him, and then over the pandemic we were kind of like the only two people that could chill in the city, so we just started hanging out OG. And now, yes sir.
3 Musketeers for life. Hopefully, in the next 5 years, y'all still be together.
That's the plan.
Better.
Now, I know you're running short on time. Just tell me when to cut this off when you want to. All right. I'm gonna try to move quickly here. Is Facebook still relevant?
Not at all.
Well, only for marketplace if you're trying to sell stuff.
But not for like social networking.
Not
Not making friends,
unless-
talking to your friends.
I
don't think so.
like made a Facebook account to sign into video games easier
Yeah,
on my
basically.
phone. And that's it. Never used it up for anything else.
So your friends aren't on it.
I have friends on there, but like I would never think to like message them.
It's not
through
worth
Facebook.
signing up for.
Fuck Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, suck my dick.
It's a very common response from most people. All right, now what apps do you use?
Snapchat, TikTok, dating apps,
Chase banking app.
Capital One
LIR
banking
train
app.
time.
Uh,
Uber.
Let me check it out.
I'm an Uber addict.
Why Uber and not Lyft?
It's literally cheaper.
Oh, Spotify. I'm on my
Oh, Spotify OD.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Uber, much cleaner name. Like, in my opinion, it's got a cleaner logo, and I don't know, it just rolls off the tongue more.
So the logo does matter.
Yeah.
You could also find me on like I'm always on like sneaker apps and like shoe apps, just like looking at what's around, seeing the prices of things because I'm a big fan of sneakers
Yeah.
and clothes.
Now let me ask you this: what kind of questions would you ask if you all were doing interviews?
I mean, you definitely covered a lot of good bases. I would say I would love to ask questions like what's your what does New York mean to you? Like what's your favorite part of it? I guess you kind of ask like what makes you happy.
Well, it depends
I've
what
actually-
kind of content you're going
Yeah,
for.
I've seen a lot of interviews of people asking people, "Are you happy?" And I think that's like a really intense question. Yeah, it's a big TikTok trend.
Yeah. I concur.
Are you going for like serious content?
I'm doing like almost like a high school yearbook, but with the personality behind the picture.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you look at a picture, it's like, what can I tell about this person?
How long
Nothing.
have you been doing YouTube?
I've been doing this for 3 weeks.
What were you doing before that?
Nothing. I wasn't even on YouTube 3 weeks. The truth is, like, I used to go around filming myself with a selfie stick,
Uh-huh.
and then I saw a lot of people would try to run into the camera and try to be on the thing. So I was like, why don't I just film them instead? And also, I think like people like have all these assumptions about people. You walk by like hundreds of people every day, but you don't know anything about them.
Exactly. That's why I love
But
this.
when we watch this, we can say, oh, I thought skaters were like just high all the time and they didn't think or anything, right? They were just like zombies. But then they watch this video and they're like, wow, skaters actually think, they got a sharp mind, they got goals, they got dreams just like everybody else.
Intelligent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And even young people, some people assume that young people, they're just like degenerates and delinquents, but
Yeah, bro. Fuck those people.
yeah. So when you watch these videos, you kind of get a little bit of a better idea of what's going on
It's like a little
with people.
microcosm.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so let us see. You probably only have a few minutes left.
Like 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Shout outs.
Hey yo, shout out fucking I should have thought that.
Shout
through.
out AJ Lev.
AJ
Shout
Lev,
out.
shout out Aiden Aram,
Shout out Aiden Aram. Shout out.
shout out Dave.
Shout out soul.les on Instagram for all your hype beats. Soul,
shout-outs, not
soul like shoesoul.les and bk.soul. Shout those homies out.
Fuck Dave. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I have
no,
to
fuck
put it out
Dave.
there.
Yeah.
Fucking-
So now a reverse shout out for Dave. Shout
This
out
is the first time also for reverse shout
shout
out.
out Ryan Sands. He's a real one, for real. Shout out
Shout
Avery
out-
Scholes.
Shout out Moshe Orlovsky out there in Israel.
Shout out Isaac Amar.
Shout out my girlfriend. Sorry, that's weird, but like,
Nah, that's cool.
That's not weird,
Only
man.
weird if
If
you
you
say
don't
it's weird,
shout her
bro.
out, that's gonna be
That's
weird.
weird, bro.
Yo,
it's true.
that's gonna be weird when she sees this video. Be like, why didn't he shout me out?
I did. I love you, baby.
Shout out to my ex. I hope you're happy by yourself. I'm living my best life, so like,
Ditto.
sucks to suck.
That's
Ditto.
good. A man that holds no grudges, right here. All right, now, would you mind if I upload this to the
I
internet?
would love
Not
to.
at all.
Oh.
All right, fantastic. Thanks for the interview, guys.